got missed yesterday. I'm not even really sure what happened. Like, I stayed up too late. Like, just fucking around, smoking ciggies. Like, drinking some mezcal, and, like, I ended up, like, forgetting I had to do some shit in the morning. Like, my PT. And then, like, I woke up, felt like shit, got my PT done. And it was a good PT sesh. Like, I got a lot of work done. I stepped it up. I definitely fucking pushed hard enough to fuck my ankle up nice, so I'm kind of limping a little bit. And I guess I got home, and for some reason I stayed up again, but I didn't do anything. I just, like, watched, like, a couple movies, like, stayed up all night again, and then woke up today, like, coming out of a fucking coma. It's kind of like when you, like, do, like, a system reset, I guess. It's kind of how it feels. Like, sometimes you wake up and it's like you just feel like a whole different person. Like, nothing feels real. I know yesterday, one of the biggest reasons I couldn't sleep is because, like, I don't know, I think, like, my night shift gear kicked in, and I was kind of craving a cigarette, but, like, I was also tired as shit from PT, and just, like, I didn't get enough sleep before. And I was thinking, yeah, dude, fuck you, I'm not getting a cigarette right now, I want to fucking sleep. And, like, I got, like, some melatonin, I jerked off, I fucking went to bed like a fucking baby. I guess that's why I fucking forgot. Honestly, I don't even know what fucking day it is now. I gotta pull my shit together a little bit, huh? But PT went well. I think we're starting to make some actual progress here. I was able to do some shit I wasn't able to do now. Still looking walking funny, but I'm walking a little bit better. Today I did do a little bit of walking, but I was still, like, sore from yesterday, so it was kind of slowing down a bit. I'm gonna try out tomorrow and see if I made any, like, progress in my ability to walk and, like, just do shit. Yeah, I definitely fucking kicked my ass in fucking PT, which is great. I don't think I was able to do that last week. I definitely want to step it up, though. Like, my PT needs to be fucking hard. It needs to be difficult so I can make progress. It can't be something I'm just fucking going in, jerking off for a couple minutes and leaving. I don't make any progress that way. And above that, I need to be doing my home PT too, and I've been kind of blowing it off recently just because I'm fucking lazy. So I need to be doing that. Like, I've got a couple of things to my PT as well. I'm picking my shit up. I know it's not day 17, but I'm gonna call it day 17 because I skipped over a day, staying up too late and then sleeping early, so I'm gonna count this as day 17. 51 cigarettes to go. I guess I'll just smoke the rest of this pack. I don't think I did anything today. I definitely didn't feel any cravings either. I only felt cravings yesterday. So I don't know if, like, it's really just gonna jump out of my system that quick. Either that or I just didn't really feel like smoking a cigarette today. I mean, a big reason I didn't want to is because I want to get fucking smoke in my church clothes. I can smell it up. Ooh. Fucking killer topic today, dude. Fucking killer. Motherfucking Chris Chan, the fucking man, the myth, the legend. We do him, but I was watching, like, earlier just Asian Andy's videos on, like, squatters. It was fucking hilarious. Like, I'm surprised, like, getting people to squat on your squatters isn't more fucking widely used, because it fucking works, obviously. I mean, the big issue is you don't want to get fucking shot by a crackhead, but it's still really fucking funny. Like, what are they gonna fucking do? Call the cops? Like, that's fucking hilarious, dude. I don't care what anyone thinks. Like, I looked up, like, just fucking with squatters, and his videos isn't even there. Like, if anyone, you fucking look up squatter, you see fucking Asian Andy's fucking ass on the front page. That shit's fucking gold, dude. Like, having a fucking turf war with some fucking stupid scammer bitch. That's fucking hilarious. I should fucking do that. Just fucking around with squatters, man. I mean, at some point I'm gonna get stabbed by a cokehead, but it's gonna be funny while it lasts. Shit, smoker. I should be fucking going towards that my fucking trail. I think I might push it. Like, once I get fucking healthy enough to kind of roll with the punches, I'll just kind of go in. I'm not gonna wait till I'm fully healed. Like, I'll wear my brace to work, and that'll probably keep me safe enough. But, like, I'm getting fucking sick and tired of this fucking apartment. I need to get back to my fucking animals before my skills get fucking shitty. When I get back to work, I'm not gonna be able to do a fucking IV because I haven't fucking done one so long. I think I'll just start fucking practicing it myself. Like, I'll get back in there, I'll grab some supplies, I'll just start fucking sticking needles in. Just to fucking get back to just get the feeling of it. I could probably do that now. I'll fucking hit someone up to have them drop off some shit. Like, it's kind of hard to advance the needle or advance the catheter on yourself, but sticking the needle in, not so bad. Just pull the tension on your skin, and you'll have no problem sticking it in. What the fuck is on me? Yeah, I need to get my fucking skills up. Start rolling back into it. Where the fucking start on Chris Chan, dude? Where do you even fucking start? I guess if anything, my fucking personal theory on why people pay attention to him at all, and kind of makes sense, is the fucking guy. Like, he predicts shit. Like, not in this fucking... because he thinks he's Jesus Christ, but he's like the canary in a coal mine for society. Like, he was into My Little Pony before, like, normal, like, well, I wouldn't say normal, but most basement dwellers were. He was into, like, changing his gender before that caught on. He was kind of like a basement fucking weirdo before that caught on. Like, he does shit before it catches on. It's not even because, like, he's, like, in the communities where that shit, like, starts. He literally just comes up with it and starts doing it before, like, everyone else does. Like, the basement dweller stuff and the brony stuff, that was one thing, but, like, I was fucking sold after he started dressing like a woman and calling himself a fucking tomgirl, dude. Holy fuck. He now, like, predates all the fucking, like, LGBT now. Like, he actually fucking did that shit before it caught on. That's fucking wild to me. Like, now it's everywhere. But he was one of the first. Like, think of what that means. What are the implications of him fucking his mom? What does it mean, like, the implications of him, like, going to fucking jail or starting to believe he's fucking Jesus Christ? Like, now, if the fucking pattern continues, there's gonna be a bunch of people doing shit like that, like fucking their relatives or, I think that already has caught on. I think people are actually fucking starting to justify that. And going to jail or like going crazy and thinking you're Jesus Christ. Like, that was fucking wild, dude. I know he's fucking said some wild shit, but like saying he's Jesus Christ himself, that's fucking, that's off the walls, man. Like, that's fucking transcending to crackhead level fucking psycho. And it's weird because anytime I look into like Chris Chan lore and like go over like the massive, absolutely fucking massive fucking collection of documentaries just on his life, I really do believe he's the most documented person in history, just because of fucking, for no fucking reason other than just like a bunch of autism on kiwi farms. That's fucking hilarious to me. But like childhood to fucking now, like we have just a continued fucking story of him, and for like no reason other than like people like felt like doing it. It's kind of fucked up but kind of hilarious, I gotta say. I've heard when it comes to him like changing his sex, it's actually like kind of like a phenomenon with locals, like the fucking issues in their head that develop because they're dealing with like bullying all the time on the internet, and like their life gets fucked up. It kind of leads them to want to change genders. Like, it's happened a couple times already, not just to Chris Chan. I think that actually is like a thing. Like, you fuck with someone enough, they want to fucking get out of their skin, so they start imagining themselves in a woman or something. I fucking miss Bob, dude. I'm cutting it down. You turn that off, boy, I'm cutting it down. Dude, we really come a long way, I gotta say. And the first time I ever fucking heard about Chris Chan, from like the fucking, that guy who like made all like the Flash animations, just fucking with him non-stop, and then he found out like Chris Chan was actually autistic and he felt bad about it, and so he turned them all, he fucking deleted them all. And now here we are. He's fuck me, he got back in the fucking house with Barb, didn't he? That's what's happening right now. He's fucking back into the house of his mother who he raped. That is the craziest shit. I mean, you think sometimes, like, at what point could he have been saved? Because I think at this point he's fucking lost. Like, he is absolutely lost. Like, what if, like, somewhere in between, like Liquid Chris and then, like, the GameStop incident, like, somewhere in between there, if, like, he got on 4chan and got on Fit and started, like, lifting weights, he would have just been like every other fucking autist like us. Just lifting weights, trying to get his shit together. He still doesn't know how to talk to girls, but at least he's fucking, like, lifting weights and shit, so he can just fake it. I feel like lifting weights could have actually saved Chris Chan. I feel like well, if he did it, if he actually did start lifting weights and, like, bettering himself, but he's just not the kind of person that does better themselves. I think really a lot of people just can't do that. A lot of people just live their lives just kind of rotting. They don't believe that they can change their circumstances, so they don't try. I think plus with, like, Chris Chen's, like, he's got this massive narcissistic ego about him. So not only does he not want to change his life, he doesn't believe he has to, because he already believes that he's, like, perfect. Like, he's the perfect being that no one else can compare it to, so why change his circumstances at all? Got out of the house with Barbara. I think right now he's in fucking Finland. Yeah, he was spotted in fucking Finland of all places. That's fucking crazy. I mean, I didn't think he'd be able to leave the country considering like his circumstances. So was that illegal for him to leave? Is he gonna get arrested for that? Or is he just kind of like a worldwide plague now? If any place, why Finland though on there? Like some people think it's like his new friend's place or like something to do with. I mean, I assume it had something to do with like ponies or something. Like whatever the shit he's into. But like, why Finland? I just don't understand. If anywhere, I'd think like he'd go to fucking Thailand to score some pussy. So we all know that's how he gets pussy. He pays for it. Either that or some fucking psycho bitch off Discord somehow falls in love with him. What the fuck was that? Like, I think like I remember someone explained this, like, it's what happens when someone's exposed to something too long. Like, she spent way too much time in the fucking Chris Chan lore, her brain made a fucking miswire. And because of that, some fucking bitch that got jealous decided to fucking gaslight Chris into fucking his mom because she wanted to fuck her instead. I mean, Isabella Janke's like a whole other level of fucking femcel freak. Like, I hate using that word, but she's like definition, dude. Like putting your hamster in the microwave, playing with your cat's feces, like that bitch is fucked up. She's got some nice tits though. I think the problem with people, like when they see nice tits like that and like a fuckable face, it's like they don't realize that someone like that smells just saturated with cat piss. I guarantee that bitch like smells like a bathroom floor in a dive bar. Like that's kind of wild though. But like people like that do exist. Just complete fucking bomb the barrel freak shows that should not like be a part of civilization. Like they only exist on the internet. What's crazy is I heard like her parents were fucking close. Like they were government people. I think like one's in like I think the defense I forgot. But they're somewhere in like a government position. And like for some crazy reason she decided she wanted to get Christian to kill himself. He's never gonna kill himself. I think that even if you push him to do something crazy like fuck his mom, he's still like he's still not gonna off himself. I don't think he's got it in him. I don't think, even when he gets fucked up in the head, he always he sees himself as a victim, and that his situation is out of his control, of course, and that he is a perfect person that shouldn't be fucked with. So killing himself is off the menu, because instead he would just rather decide to declare everyone like the source of his problems, and he just fucking screams at everybody. So like he takes his frustration and puts it out. I don't think Chris would ever kill himself, but I could be fucking wrong. That might be how Chris story ends. When that being said, like where the fuck is that gonna go? Like is Chris gonna like end up in a retirement home someday? Well, if anything, he's gonna end up in a psych ward. And then that psych ward's gonna put him in some kind of like hospital that's gonna take care of him, I'm guessing. He might actually end up on the street, now that I'm thinking about it. He's always got people taking care of him now, so I don't think he'll end up on the street. Somebody always takes care of him, but obviously now they're not really wanting to anymore because of what he did. They're usually the ones that like make sure he's got a place to stay or sorting out his financial issues, because I mean he does get money from the government pretty easily. It's enough to live off of, but he would live with his parents, and after like he burned that bridge, he started living off of like the means of like Noel, his fucking Target Wrangler. So I think after all that passes out, it's just gonna be a fucking open season on him. Like once the people that actually sort of give a shit about him, it'll probably be like the fucking the that shirts guy from New York. It's gonna be like some shitbag that wants to milk him for views and just kind of follow him around with a camera and stuff. And then after he's done with him, it's gonna be just freak shows that want to hurt him, like that guy that wanted to fucking like do him up the ass, or people that actually want to just fuck him up. But as of now, he's got people taking care of him, like people in his circle that are fucking. They sort of give a shit about him. They don't want him to get hurt, but they want him to stop being a piece of shit. They want him to get help, etc., etc. Which really is just lucky for him, because those people could have easily just been like content milkers, like the Mr. Based guy that just rile him up nonstop, get him addicted to alcohol or drugs, just take him around the town, make him fuck with people, etc., etc. I think the Idea guys maybe tried to do that, but they were still like anonymous. They didn't want to get involved, so like they didn't want to go all in. Just kind of a pussy move, I gotta say. If you want to fuck with the guy, at least let him fuck with you back. Don't be a little bitch about it. I don't know if Noel is still fucking with him. I think Noel really got rubbed the wrong way by him like raping his mom, which you can't blame him. But still, like you know what the person is. You know how he is. Like what the fuck did you expect to happen, shithead? Like yeah, Chris is gonna get his shit together. He's never gonna get his shit together. Because you're out of your fucking mind if you think he's gonna get his shit together. And even so, Noel was fucking milking him for stuff too. It's not like Noel would ever like actually try to fix him. If he fixes him, he doesn't fucking get any content anymore. I guess he just drew a line for himself. So, alright, Chris doesn't cross this line, we're good. I'm gonna keep him right here. But yeah, that whole situation was fucked up. I remember learning the news. I didn't learn about Twitter. I fucking found it on fucking 4chan. No, not 4chan. I found it out on iFunny with a 4chan post of like, imagine being Barbara right now and the fucking horror that she's going through. Like, holy fuck, man. I saw it and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I read the comments and I'm like, no fucking way. Did he really? And then I fucking look it up on Twitter, I look it up on 4chan, it's like top fucking page, like holy shit. It's like 9/11 for me, dude. Where were you when Chris Chan fucked his mom? I think he's like a prime example of why what you should focus on as like a man is self-improvement, because I think Chris Chan, he got stuck in a mindset where like all his problems are going to be solved once he gets a girlfriend to fuck him, and then that just never came. I know there's a lot of people just like that though, where like they have shitty kind of situations, they believe like someone's going to come into their life that's going to fix it, or something is just going to happen. It reminds me of this thing about lobsters. When lobsters get stuck on dry land, they don't try to walk towards the water, they just stay put. So like the beach could be like a foot away from them with the tide, and they won't bother to get up and walk towards it, they wait for it to come to them. A lot of people are just like that. They'll wait in their shitty situation and they'll wait for this like massive wave of good luck to hit them and then guide them to something better. And I think that's what happened to him. What's happening to a lot of men right now. It's like they're just waiting for something good to come along and save them, which is never gonna come. You should be fucking marching towards that water, dude. You should be moving to something better no matter what you are. But yeah, it's a pretty wild story, man. I think it's all kind of fun. You know, when he was like a younger man, and he was just kind of funny, just kind of the situations he would get in, little man child. But now it's not really fun anymore, I don't think. Like, the things he's done to people, the way he's treated people, and he still hasn't changed at all. Like, except for the worst, obviously. But I mean, what does it mean, though? I kind of wonder that. What does it all mean? Obviously, for society, we're heading towards a fucking absolute mess once Chris Champ appears once again. He can tell the fucking future. But here we are. We followed the life of like this absolute shit stain and watched him destroy himself. So now what? Like, is it gonna get worse? Like, he does find a way. Every time he hits rock bottom, he digs his way through it. He's really good at that. I don't know. I feel like he might turn out like Daniel Larson, where like he's just this roaming homeless guy that fucks with people, screams at people, pulls fire alarms. He might get locked up too. But then again, I'm thinking that with the popularity, well, I wouldn't call it popularity, like infamy. That's the fucking word I'm looking for. The infamy that he's kind of accrued for himself. There's always going to be people around him that want to use him or maybe even help him out of some kind of like mercy or guilt or just fascination with the guy. Like, I don't think he's ever going to be on the street. He's going to be this weird homeless guy that shows up to people's houses, and then every now and then he'll live with someone before that someone figures out, yeah, this guy is an absolute shit stain. He needs to get off my fucking property immediately. Really, I'm kind of surprised though, because usually like the timeline is porn addict to transvestite to child molester. So chances are that's probably what's going to happen to Chris. I think he might start chatting up with like underage women, or underage girls I should say, and then he'll probably get busted by that because he seems like an easy target. I'm sure like any like minor that talks to him, even if like she's like 12, he'd probably take a shot at her. I mean, it'd be pretty easy for someone to fucking do a sting on him. I wonder if they're doing it right now. Honestly, I think that's because he's such a prime target for something like that. Someone's probably already doing it. There's probably someone right now in his DMs pretending to be like a fucking 12-year-old and trying to get him to send fucking pictures of his cock. Or his fucking taint piercing. Dear fucking God, I forgot about that. He really fucking cut his taint open. Holy shit. Because he thought his vagina was underneath. This guy's fucking insane, man. In that case, he'll probably go to prison. Again, for soliciting a minor. Oh shit. I wonder what those laws are like in Finland. Maybe that's the reason why he's in Finland. Because he's with that fucking girl, and that girl, she's always looked really fucking young. Like, she's fucking tiny, she's very young looking. I wonder if she's supposed to be like a plant to lure Christian to a place where they can charge him with soliciting a minor. Like, get him thrown in prison forever. I wonder if that's the reason that shit happened. Because, like, look at, like, that Flutter chick. Like, why the fuck would she want anything to do with this person? Why the fuck would she be there? Either she's, like, very, very mentally ill, or, like, she's, like, a plant for someone to fuck with Chris. I think she's a plant to, like, fuck with Chris. So they started chat in prison. And they started chat on fucking Discord or wherever, fucking emails, and fucking Chris loves his emails. She pretends to be a minor, then whatever fucking guy she's with is waiting in Finland to bust Chris's ass open. And then they send him to prison over there? I'd have to look that up, because maybe the laws are different in Finland where like they could get like a life sentence for that, and that's what they're trying to do. I wonder if that's like legit what they're doing. I might be onto something there. The weirdness of that is why in Finland though, because they could have done that in America. Like lure fucking Chris into a Walmart like they usually do, follow him around with a camera, fucking kick him in the back of the knees and have a cop beat his ass. But they wanted to do it in Finland, if that's what they're trying to do. I have to look it up. Maybe you could fucking kill a guy over there in self-defense. Because you can only do that in America with a gun, and you have to have like a stand your ground law. Like, you shoot some guy with a gun in self-defense in America, it's like cut and dry, like you're off the hook. But when it comes to like fist fighting or using like a brick or a knife or a bat, then it gets a little murky. Sometimes a lawyer can just fuck your shit up legally, and like you could still get charged with manslaughter for defending yourself against somebody. Even if like it's just like a non-lethal thing, like a taser or mace, they can still sue you afterwards. Which is wild that that's a thing in like fucking America where we're supposed to be able to defend ourselves, defend our lives, and defend our property. Now I'm fucking curious. In a fucked up way, I kinda wish I lived closer to fucking Virginia so I could go fuck with Chris. But I think my opportunity has passed a long time ago. I mean, at least see the house. Like, there's gotta be a fucking museum there, dude. I mean, if I'm wrong about, like, that Flutter chick, like, I hope she's safe, because Chris does not respect boundaries. He's never respected boundaries, especially with like people that tell him no. And it's not even like, oh, I'll touch you anyways. Oh, you don't want me to touch you now? Well, I'm gonna touch you in 5 minutes. That's always been how Chris is. I'm gonna have to look up if anyone's in contact with him, because I think he's been attempting to drop off the radar, which probably won't last long. Chris never does last long off the radar. He always pops back up, because I think he just likes the attention at the end of the day. He's at his core a very lonely person. He wants interaction, even if it's bad. I wonder what my favorite arc is with Chris. I think the whole, like, when he was younger and, like, Bob was still around, it was pretty fun. Like, obviously it was sad at some points when, like, he'd fucking freak out, or, like, that little fuck show kid when he'd stick something up his ass. But it was fun. Especially with, like, the pickle suit guy, and just, like, people sending cores to his house, which he probably should have stuck up on, you know? Like, he eventually started fucking hoes anyway. I think Liquid Chris was the funniest arc. That one was fun. Like, he didn't freak out super bad. They did a fucking, like, a music contest to win the rights to the fucking name, which I thought was fucking hilarious. Like, that was fun. The new stuff, Now it's just picking on like a mentally ill man, which it always was. It was picking on a mentally ill man, but I mean, at least it had some class to it. Like, the worst thing you could do is make him fucking break his PlayStation. Like, who gives a shit? Like, now people are really trying to fuck with him. Like, they're trying to get him to hurt himself or hurt other people or just go insanely batshit, which he has. He thinks he's God now. I wonder how many more new names we're gonna get on him. Last time I checked, he was fucking Christian, Sonichu, Christ. Yeah, Christian, Sonichu, Christ, Chen? I forgot. But he keeps adding stuff like Goddess. No, Blue Spike, no, Blue Goddess, right? I forgot. I mean, he's probably gonna step it up though, right? Because I feel like a lot of fucking trannies have already beat him when it comes to like zoinked and like thinking you're like a goddess or fucking around with like sex toys and demons and shit. Like, Christian's kind of falling off, I'm not gonna lie. He's probably gonna really fucking take off now because he really loves to you know, outdo the fucking nut jobs. You know, I really didn't expect him to spend his entire time in jail, like, in fucking solitary. But, like, what the fuck are you gonna do? You can't take a guy like that and put him in fucking regular residence. He can't be hanging around with people who are very fucking unhappy with someone like that around them. Like, a lot of them can tolerate, like, fucking crackheads and nut jobs, right? But Christian's on another level. Especially since he doesn't understand, like, when to shut up. I think he would have gotten his ass beat in fucking in county jail by, like, people. I think he might have even gotten stabbed if they put him out there. Which is probably why they kept him in solitary. They fucking knew. I'm trying to remember, like, everything else that happened. I think, like, between, like, 2014 and 2020, there's this big-ass blank spot where I wasn't really paying attention. I don't think anyone else was paying as much attention either. There's a kitty cat over there. I don't know, I could be wrong. I think that was when he was hanging out with those... He was hanging out with those kids, wasn't he? Oh, fuck. That's really fucking gross. And there's Idea Guys. No, it's called Discord Squad on there. Smoking weed with him and shit. So he got kicked out of that route. No, not the... What was it? It was like BronyCon or something. He got kicked out, like, and they just kept kicking him out. And he threw a fucking shit fit over it. There was that one place he got to where he kept touching people and they kicked his ass out. He threw a tantrum in the middle of it. And now every single kind of con that organizes, they already fucking, like, preemptively banned him to make sure he doesn't show up. I feel like Chris probably had a chance if he wasn't around the people he was around. Like, Barb and Bob were fucking scumbags. Like, let's be honest. Like, Barb was a fucking piece of shit. Bob cheated on somebody, get with her. No, didn't Barb, like, leave her fucking husband to get with Bob? I think that happened, I don't know. But, like, she's obviously very, like, codependent on him. She would hate when, like, he left the house. They would forbid him to fucking leave. which was a good idea because it would always be like some troll trying to lure him out to the middle of the woods or something. But they were still like, they never like helped him out as a kid. They didn't challenge him to grow up and become a man. And like he was kind of fucked up, sure, like high functioning autistic, but he still had a chance. When he was a kid, he had a chance, but I don't think they really gave him a chance. So in this case, maybe they fucking deserve it, dude. Deserve to have a fucked up kid like that through the last part of their lives. I wonder where everyone is. Like all the people from like the early years of Chris. Like whether it was like his high school friends that were paid by his dad to hang out with him, or his early trolls, or Megan, or fucking that, what was it, the dean of that community college that got up his ass. I wonder where everyone is. It'd be interesting to find out one day. I think Marilee Watch is fucking dead because she's like way too old. I mean, obviously, like Megan wants absolutely nothing to do with any of it, so she's probably in hiding from the massive amounts of fucking creeps trying to look her out. Or his high school friends, those early people. I wonder where the pickle guy is. He was funny. Isn't Liquid Chris like a doctor or something? I think that's what I heard, like he was a fucking doctor. I think some of the popularity of Chris like has to do with like people just needing someone to compare themselves to. Like I'm super fucked up, but at least I'm not Christian. Maybe that's why. Like obviously, like people are kind of fascinated with him in some kind of way. Like who doesn't want to watch a car crash, right? Like he's kind of fun to see. Like what kind of shenanigans is he gonna get up to this week? But still, I think it has to do with just us needing someone to compare ourselves to. And that's why we watch like reality TV and shit. Just fucking trashy shows, YouTube influencers that constantly make an ass of themselves. I think we have like this human need to have an example that we're not as fucked up as we think we are. You know what I wonder though? I know people like take advantage to get like make shit that they could sell, but I wonder why no one's like kind of tried to hire him to write his own Bible. I feel like he can make some bank with that. He'd probably get bored or anything, but just like get him on voice chat or something with some chick, and have her ask him like stories and stuff they could write down. And just, they could sell that and use his likeness. If I wanted to make money off Chris, that's what I would do. Just like write down all his insane shit, call it like the fucking Sonichu Bible, maybe? The Quick Bible? The Quickle? Maybe. And that'd be a good money making idea, dude. Cause like obviously people would fucking buy it. It'd be kind of interesting to see like all his like insane beliefs just kind of like scrawled out in a fucking text block. I mean, it's not like he would sue you. He doesn't know how to. Maybe some of his little fucking his butt buddies might. They might sue or try to convince him to sue, but I feel like you'd get away with that if you wanted to. I wonder how many pills he's on, because he's got to be on medication right now. I believe he was deemed unfit to stand trial. I think. I don't remember his court case exactly. But if that's the case, he would have been like legally prescribed medication he has to take. So I wonder how much pills he is on. I mean, probably a good fucking bit. Probably like antipsychotics, just probably schizophrenia meds. That might be why he's been so kind of tame lately, not really been fucking blowing up on the internet like he used to. Chris kind of makes me nostalgic though. I remember when I was a kid, like playing like Killing Floor or something, and just listening to like Chris Chan documentaries while I was playing. Back before Geno Samuel popped off and everything, it was just still like not well-known YouTubers talking about him. It's kind of cozy, you know. And like at the same time, even though he does fucked up shit, you root for him still because he didn't fuck his mom yet. Thinking like, I wonder if he'll get his shit together by next year. Alright, boy, that was funny. I can't believe he drank his own fucking cum. I wonder if he still does. That's a good question, dude. I should ask him. Next time he does like a Twitch stream, do you still drink your own cum? With the fucking Fanta, man. I can't fucking drink Fanta without thinking about that shit anymore. So I don't want to drink it because I think about Christian's cum. But damn, man. I feel like that's just an example of poor parenting at the end of the day. It's not like he wanted to be like that. His parents didn't raise him right. And like he would constantly make decisions that would fuck him up worse. Like, he had no basis on how to make decisions because his parents didn't raise him. It's kind of depressing a little bit. It's just fucking crazy, dude. He used to be like this racist little homophobic, like kind of like a white trash nobody little basement dweller out in the middle of Virginia. Now he's like completely flipped over. I think some time ago, I think he like offered to suck a dick, like anyone's dick. Like he put a fucking ad on fucking Twitter. It's like, hey, does anyone come over and let me suck their cock? I wonder if anyone took him up on it. The wildest part of it is like people used to just gather around to hate him, but now there's people that actually appreciate him. There's people that outright had a crush on him, which is insane to me why he didn't immediately scoop that up, being how desperate he is for pussy. But considering his track record, it's probably like in his head like he believed to be a troll, and it probably was, even though she put her pics up on the internet for everyone to see. Which was insane to me because I thought she'd be like a fat chick, like a guy, but was actually like an average woman that's not fat. Man, I wish I had the fucking confidence that Chris Chan had. Like outright going to bars and like, hey, any females here want to fucking touch all this? Let's go, baby. Or the fucking signs. I think the signs are like the funniest part to me, that he would just walk around with a sign It's like boyfriend, free girl wanted. God, dude, what a fucking legend. Like, his antics, I think, will actually go down in history. Like, full on, like, history will write a fucking footnote about Chris. I remember somebody, like, talked about it once. Like, imagine if 4chan, fucking Chris existed, like, in, like, ancient Greece or something. And so in history, everyone remembers this fucking nut job that would, cast magic spells at people and then fucking throw an entire autistic shit-filled tantrum about some statue being the wrong color. His arms are wrong, motherfucker. His arms are supposed to be tan, not blue, bitch. It's fucking wild, dude. It really is crazy, though, like, the level of his own little world that he lives in. Like, I feel like if you could bottle that, give it to somebody, they would become a fucking god. Believing, like, you could have that much influence over the world and that self-important. Like, give that to a normal person, that kind of, like, mindset. I think they would actually just either kill a bunch of people or become the ruler of the fucking world. Like, I feel like the only thing holding Chris Chan back is, like, ignorance, just straight up. Like, if he knew how to do, like, all the threats that he's always put out, I think he would actually do it. Imagine if Chris Chan took steroids and started hunting everyone down like the fucking Terminator. That would be insane. Like, I don't think anything could stop him, though. Like, if he had the nuts to do something about it, I feel like Chris Chan would drive to someone's house, like, across the country and then set it on fucking fire, if he had the balls to do it. And what's crazy, he's not even, like, on crack or anything. That's just how he is. Still, I kind of wonder how his story's gonna end, because it's gotta end. Either he gets his help and he kind of gets his life together, which is very unlikely. Maybe he kills himself. Maybe he gets killed by someone he fucks with because he had no idea he was fucking with because he's too autistic to know. Maybe he says the wrong thing to a fucking homeless person, they stab and rape him. Either that or he ends up on the street or something, like dies of pneumonia. I don't know, man. I mean, the way our society's made, they don't fucking allow people like that to die. Like, the kind of crackheads I've seen around here that have rotting legs, they don't fucking die. We take them to the hospital at some point. And, like, the society has the head, and it will fucking hold Chris Chan to the end of fucking time. He might end up in a retirement home, maybe. I wonder if they'll let us visit. I wonder if they'll let us visit Chris Chan in the psych ward. They fucking might, dude. Imagine that. I feel like, if anything, people have kind of... I don't know if people have, like, lessened their, like, knowledge of... Or not knowledge. What's the word I'm thinking of here? Awareness. Yeah, awareness. Either people have raised their awareness or lowered their awareness of Chris Chan. Because, I mean, he blew up on Twitter for fucking his mom. I think that introduced a lot of people. But right now, people aren't really giving that much of a shit about him. I feel like people gave more shit about him, like, earlier than now. I think people kind of fallen off. I mean, he's always been pretty niche. At least well known on the internet. No wonder. It might be he just fucking straight falls off. Like, people lose interest and then, like, no one gives a shit anymore. I wonder if that's possible. It's like, obviously there's people that will document him to the end of his fucking life, but I mean, if no one gives a shit anymore, will people? How many subscribers does Geno Samuel have? I think it's like, it's almost 100,000, isn't it? I'm gonna have to check. But if that's the case, I wonder if it'll keep up or it'll just move on to something else. Because, I mean, everyone's got to get bored eventually. If Christian keeps his shit together, which is probably unlikely, if he does, like, at some point, people are going to stop giving a fuck. Which I think is a possibility. Got 2 cities left. I might smoke them later, honestly. I don't really feel like smoking anymore. Tuck these bad boys in. How many left we got? I think I got like 2 packs left, so like 40 cigarettes. 42. 42 cigarettes left. We've got like, I want to spread this out for at least 4 more days to get to like 21 days to make it like a habit. I might just smoke them all before that, honestly. I'm kind of getting bored of this. The cravings haven't really changed. Like, every now and then I'll just kind of like think, oh, you know, I could go for the taste of a cigarette right now. But it's still not enough that I'm going to climb out of bed to do it or stop what I'm doing to do it. It's just like there, like the craving's there, and then whatever. And it's not even more than twice a day. I think it's lingering a lot more. So like, I'll have like a taste of a cigarette in my mouth, I'll want a cigarette, and like it'll fucking stay there, but it's not nearly enough like intensity to get me out of fucking bed. I've wanted to jack off more than I've wanted to fucking smoke a cigarette, honestly. Like, that's an actual addiction I've had, is just pornography. I wanted to fuck with that more than I wanted to fuck with a cigarette. And I've already kicked that easily. Like, I just watched the Easy Peasy Method, like, audiobook. I guess not watch, listen. I think if anyone wants to quit porn, just watch the Easy Peasy, not watch, listen to the Easy Peasy Method, read the Easy Peasy Method. It does work. It explains to you, like exactly how addiction works, exactly what got you into this, kind of the reasons why you shouldn't. It's not even like a willpower method or like an abstinence method. It's more or less just like explaining to you how it works, explaining to you that it's not even really like, it's not rewarding, like you're not getting anything out of it. So you're not thinking like, oh, I want to watch porn. It's like, all I want to do is feel like the slight dopamine rush of porn, and then immediately it'll fucking throw me into a fucking spiral where I want it again. I don't know. You'd have to fucking watch it to really know, because I don't have a good fucking way of explaining it, but like, I watched it, I immediately quit. If you want to quit porn, just look up the Easy Peasy Method. Look it up on the internet, look it up on YouTube. I think it's probably like the best resource for anyone that's addicted to porn to quit it. Like, I probably relapsed for maybe like 5 days, and then like I couldn't stop by myself, but I looked it up because I knew it helps, and then immediately I'm like back to normal. I'm not watching it anymore. Usually I just jerk off to my fucking imagination. I think that's how people have been jerking off from the fucking beginning of time. It's like, oh man, I'm a caveman. Cave woman over there is looking mighty feisty. I'm gonna imagine her later in the fucking cave and beat my meat to her. Her fucking ankles look mighty simple. My goodness. The mental image of her ankles is making me horny. I'm gonna beat my dick underneath my fucking pilgrim outfit. But yeah. Fuck off.